Good afternoon, and welcome to the Garden of Grace devotion. My name is Pastor Katie Christie, and I am one of the pastors at Trinity Lutheran Church in Lilburn, Georgia. In preparation for my staycation, my at-home vacation with my family this week, I am actually filming this devotion on Sunday, the 28th of June. One of the things that this means, however, is that today we have background music, as one of my neighbors plays music rather loudly on Sundays. So enjoy the background music today. There is a different song though, on my mind and in my heart today. It's a song I learned as a child, and it often runs through my mind. It's actually included in the United Methodist hymnal, and it is entitled, "Let There Be Peace on Earth." The words to the hymn read, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth the peace that was meant to be. With God as our creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony." These are the words of "Let There Be Peace on Earth" that is included in the United Methodist hymnal. This hymn was written by Cy Miller and his wife, Jill Jackson Miller, in 1955, and there have been many versions since. It was first introduced at a California retreat to a group of young people who were from a variety of religions, a variety of ethnic and socioeconomic backgrounds. Eventually, the song was shared in 50 states among various groups. It has even been spread overseas to places like New Zealand and Africa. It is the opening line of this hymn that most often runs through my mind. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. A couple of years ago, the song was going through my mind as I was out running. I was trying to figure out how to spread some peace into the world. I think it was probably raining that day, and I noticed that as people drove by, they were glaring at me or glancing at me. Granted, it was raining, so they were probably glancing at me and thinking what a goofball I was to be out in the rain. Either way, they were looking at me, so I decided to try to make the best of it. Keeping this in mind, along with my desire to somehow offer peace into the world, I decided to start simple, and I began offering a peace sign to those who drove by me as I ran. For the past close to 2 years, I have been consistently doing this when I run inside my neighborhood. Very occasionally, yet much to my joy, sometimes I am greeted with a peace sign in return. More typically, the peace sign I offer is returned with a wave or a head nod and sometimes a smile. As people have become more isolated due to the coronavirus, I have noticed an uptick in positive responses to the peace sign I offer. People are waving back much more frequently than before, and I've received more peace signs than I have in the past. And sometimes the waves, when people wave, they seem to linger longer. You know the difference between "hey" and "hi, I see you there, and I'm glad that you see me." I've had more of those longer lingering waves in the past several months. Though I run both inside and outside of my neighborhood, for some reason, it wasn't until recently that I had the guts to start offering a peace sign to those who drive by outside of my neighborhood. A couple of months ago, though, I started. And now, pretty much everywhere I run, unless I'm too tuckered out, I offer a peace sign to those who drive by. And I will tell you that even with the many, many peace signs I've offered over miles and miles of running, I have not received even one unkind response. My neighbor has visitors that are coming now, so it's going to get loud for a second. I will tell you that even with the many, many peace signs I have offered over miles and miles of running, I have not received even one kind response. I can't speak for what folks have thought in their cars, however. I have only been met with kind gestures in response. So, if you've heard about the weird lady running around Lilburn offering peace signs to cars driving by, I can solve the mystery for you. It's me. Of course, there are many, many more effective ways to offer peace out into the world, and so many of them begin with listening. This offering of peace signs is just one way that I've been working with for a while, amidst many others. I've also been ending up many of my emails with God's peace be with you, and one of my favorite parts of when we gather and worship together, and hopefully we will again soon outdoors, is when one of the pastors say, "The peace of the Lord be with you always," and the congregation returns the greeting, and also with you. Of course, there are many different kinds of peace, and this word means different things to different people. My prayer, though, is that all people will receive the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. And I believe that there are many and varied ways that each of us can help contribute to this. So I end today with a question. What ways is God calling each one of us to help bring about peace in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our cities, and in our world? May the peace of the Lord be with you always. Amen.